Hello everybody and welcome back to Novel House. We're back with another episode of Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney.
Today we're back with another episode of whatever the fuck this is.
Funny thing is, we recorded this trial portion once already, and I was a dumbass and picked the wrong audio option. So my voice sounded terrible. So we're redoing it.
Honestly, I forgot that until you just said that for some reason.
Yeah. So let's get this shit started. Rabble. Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers.
The prosecution is ready, Your Honor.
No, you're not.
Okay.
The defense is ready, Your Honor.
No, you're not.
Very well. Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please.
Boys, you're both very pretty.
You're both ready too.
The prosecution will show the court that at 2:30 p.m. on October 15th, the defendant ate ass. Mr. Will Powers killed fellow actor Jack Hammer in Studio 1 of Global Studios.
Oh, did he know?
Yeah. It is impossible for anyone else to have committed this heinous crime. The evidence presented during the trial will all point to this fact.
I see.
No, you don't.
Yeah.
Your eyes are closed.
Very well, I would like to move on to some testimony. Mr. Edgeworth, the prosecution may call its first witness.
Very well. I call the most familiar face, Detective Gumshoe, to the stand. Hey, pal.
Hey, guys.
Detective, if you would briefly describe the case to the court.
Yes, sir. I'll explain with the guard map here. To understand this case, it's important to grasp the layout of the studio, see? This here's the employee area. The actors did a run-through of their action scenes during the morning here.
And I crawled through that grate on the floor.
Can't even fucking fit. This is the main gate to the studios. This ugly hoe, the security lady, the worst of the studios, was here at 1 p.m. on that day.
This ugly hoe.
Past the security station, and there is a gate, see? Past that are the studios. And here it is, Studio 1. This is the scene of the murder, where the body was found.
And right here is Mr. Edgeworth's house.
Now, on the day of the murder, October 15th, there were only 3 people there. The victim, Jack Hammer, the defendant, Will Powers,
Me.
and the young woman, the production assistant, and the most irrelevant person in this case, the production assistant. All the production staff were in the employee area till noon.
Shoo.
He's zooming. Then after lunch, the victim, Jack Hammer, went to Studio 1. Right after that, at 1 p.m., the security lady got to the guard station. No trouble had to later that day, 5 p.m. The production staff came to Studio 1 to perform a rehearsal. Needless to say, the rehearsal was cancelled.
Why? Why was it cancelled, Gumshoe?
Because it was. And the time of death was 2:30 p.m. The samurai spear found and lodged in the victim's chest was the murder weapon. That's the case in brief. Anyone like to hear that again?
No.
Please say no. Should I listen to the whole thing again?
I would love to listen to the whole thing again.
I think I could probably remember that. So the murder weapon was a spear. How medieval. Pretty dope.
Pretty dope. Your Honor, this case is quite simple if you ask one question. And that question is, what did the security lady at the guard station see?
Understood.
Let's call this security officer to the stand.
Let's not.
Fuck. Oh no.
What have you wrought upon us?
Will the witness declare her name?
My, aren't you a handsome fellow? I'm afraid I'm a bit flustered.
Your name, please.
No, dearie, no need for you to be embarrassed. Just call me Grandma.
Your name, please.
Seems Edgeworth has a bit of trouble getting his witnesses to say their names. Pretty
Wendy
funny.
Oldbag, dearie. So just call me Grandma, that's practically my name. Even when I was a young Oldbag, but still, half the children would make fun of me because I was like, literally had no friends at all because people hated me so much. Oldbag cried and I, fuck.
Objection! I object to the witness's talkativeness.
Objection sustained. The witness will refrain from rambling on the stand.
I was just getting to the good part, dearie.
Perhaps we can get to the testimony. Oh!
Now, the witness was stationed at the main gate on the day of the murder, correct?
Yes, see, I was.
There's not a word. When you did the scene of the murder, someone have to pass by you.
You know your stuff, dearie.
Okay. You may begin your testimony. She sure is one hell of an old bag.
Phoenix,
Hell.
why would you say the H word?
'Cause I can.
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Poor old Hammer and the rest had been doing a run-through there since the morning. I had some errands to run that morning. Anyway, it was 1 a.m. Fuck, it was 1 a.m.? It was super early. It was 1 when I got to the guard station. I was at the main gate from then until 5. Now, the murder happened at 2:30 p.m., right? Interesting to me because a certain man walked right by me at 2 p.m. It was Powers, that man right there, and he was heading to the studio.
Damn, that was a long-ass testimony. You saw the defendant then? Very well, let's begin the cross-examination. Mr. Wright. Yes, Your Honor.
Your honor.
On the day of the murder.
Arrived at the guard station. Run through.
I want to eat the little red dots in Oldbag's hair. Forbidden candy.
How the hell did you even know that was him? Is he the only person who can wear the damn costume? Let me get this straight, Miss Oldbag. You've been saying since yesterday that you saw Mr. Powers, correct? But you're talking about the man in this photo, aren't you? Just a moment, Mr. Wright. Let me see that photo. Wow.
That's pretty ugly.
What is this exactly? None other than the Steel Samurai, defender of Neo Old Tokyo. Miss Oldbag,
What?
is this the Mr. Powers that you saw?
Of course. Didn't your mama teach you any sense, Sonny? Anyone can completely see that's Powers, right?
Are you stupid?
No, they can't. Well, I wonder.
True, Mr. Powers does play the role of the Steel Samurai. But that doesn't mean Mr. Powers is the Steel Samurai.
I know that. I wasn't born yesterday.
Yeah, you look like it. No one in this court is accusing you of that, Miss fucking witness.
Miss fucking witness.
He's having trouble calling her Oldbag, apparently. However, you do not have proof that the person in this photo was Mr. Will Powers, do you?
Ha, nosy old man. Of course I have proof.
What?
Huh?
Even Edgeworth is surprised?
The prosecution would like to ask the witness. Please make known all information in your possession ahead of time.
How was I to know that everyone would be so nosy? You should be ashamed, all of you. Anyway, I showed that photo to the young detective. He told me this isn't any good evidence, pal. He didn't even give it a second look.
Wow, whole windbag has left you and Edgeworth speechless. She's good. Let's hear about your proof then. Hurry the fuck up.
Let's fucking go.
I never say anything I don't mean, mind you. That morning during the run-through of the action scene, I saw Powers trip and fall. He broke one of the props. It was a big mess. It was hilarious. Apparently, he sprained his ankle pretty bad. Now look at that picture. You can see he's dragging his legs, see? Clear as day. That's how I knew it was Powers. Happy?
No, actually.
So he had sprained his ankle. Very well, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness. She's gotta be hiding something. I'll press her until she squeals. It's a little weird.
That's really weird.
Could have worded that a little better. Okay. He broke a prop.
Sure did. He owned his own samurai spear.
Samurai spear. The murder weapon?
Fucking no, the light stick. I don't know. Luckily, I was there to fix my. Luckily, I was there with my duct tape to fix it.
It strikes me as a significant detail. I'd better write this down in the court record. Samurai spear update. Trip and fall.
Yeah. And to think he'd be, yes, and to think he's supposed to be the Steel Samurai. What a laugh. So Powers sprained his ankle. I helped him make it better for him, of course.
You helped make it better.
I kissed it where it hurt.
And then you deep-throated it. Let's skip over that part, shall we? What the fuck? Where was the assistant then? The irrelevant shithead.
Hi. Oh, she was cleaning up the backdrops, I think. She didn't know about Powers' ankle.
You may continue your testimony.
I wasn't asking permission.
Who was present at the run-through?
Joe Mama. Well, let's see. There was Powers, he's the Steel Samurai, then poor old Hammer, the evil magistrate, and me.
And what exactly were you doing? Fucking breathing?
This. Observing. Just observing.
What about the assistant?
Hi. She was off moving backdrops around and such.
So she didn't see the run-through?
I literally don't give a shit about her.
Oh.
I think we've heard enough. Haven't we, Your Honor?
Well, there is one thing that bothers me.
Oh my god! Which is?
You. Where is the
What?
Steel Samurai costume now?
Actually, well, we couldn't find it. We're looking now. Well, look harder.
Well, I guess we're dropping the case then.
What? Anyway, that's not important. The witness did see the Steel Samurai, yes.
Pretty sure I'm the one who decides what's important here.
Oh my god. And it is clear that the person in the Steel Samurai suit was Mr. Powers. Will Powers, fuck.
Well, I suppose that's right. Are you sure you're sure, Your Honor? Object.
Object.
Hold it right there. We keep talking possibilities, but we have to agree that this photo shows the Steel Samurai. Nowhere in this photo can we see Mr. Will Powers. The defense has a point. I also wonder if someone else not caught on camera could have killed Mr. Hammer. We have to consider that possibility also.
Then allow me to remove that doubt from your mind, Your Honor. Will the witness continue her testimony, please?
No need to ask twice.
Oh my god. You are literally the most annoying person I've ever talked to.
Get her.
The time of poor Hammer's death was 2:30 p.m., true? The only person I saw go to the studio before then was Mr. Will Powers. No one else went there. If they had, I would have seen them.
Damn, okay.
Would you have, though?
So, if no one else went to the studio, then it would have to be the Steel Samurai who did it. Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Objection!
I don't wanna.
It was actually Edgeworth dressed as the Steel Samurai.
Alright, if they had, I would have seen it. Well, according to this, it's photo number 2, you dummy.
Oh!
God, you're dumb. Hold on. Look at this photograph one more time. This photo was taken by the camera at the gate for the studios, correct?
No. Yes, sirree, Sonny.
So, whenever anyone passes by here, it automatically takes a picture.
And here I thought you didn't know your head from a hole in the ground.
Knew my head from my asshole. Right. Anyway, it's also true that the computer in the guard station records all security cam data.
Ooh, you know, if you wanted to work at the studio, we might have an opening.
With you, hell no. That very computer printed out this photo. Note that the back of the photo are printed on the... What the fuck?
What?
Printed the words, October 15th, 2 p.m., photo number 2.
Even I know that means it was taken at 2 p.m. on October 15th. Really, Sonny?
Did you just forget the fucking last thing in the end?
Yes.
Actually, I knew that too.
I chose not to hear
The
it.
issue here is the bit at the end where it says photo number 2.
Photo number 2.
Oh my god. That comes after 1, by the way. The computer only held data for 1 photo on that day. Don't you think that's odd? Shouldn't this photo be photo number 1 if it was the only photo?
Your face is odd.
Listen here, bitch. Order, order. Please tell the court what you mean by this, Mr. Wright. Actually, that's what I want to ask the witness. This evidence shows that not 1, but 2 people went to the studio that day. Yet, there is only data for 1 of the photos. Who could have erased the data for the other photo? Only someone with access, the security lady herself.
Me? You watch your mouth, you whippersnapper.
No.
The only person I saw that day was Will Powers.
But the cameras on the gate fired twice. That means 2 people went by.
Well, yes, that's what it would seem to mean.
Got him. Can the witness explain this to the court?
I don't understand these newfangled computer things.
Oh my god.
Edgy boy, help.
What the fuck? Believe me, I want to, but I don't know what this means either.
Ha! Some help you are. You're a whippersnapper too.
Just having an epiphany.
And now I'm in the void. Whippersnapper. What the fuck was the point of that? Hold on. That was so short.
Something the matter, Miss Oldbag?
I literally just remembered something. That's right. I just remembered something.
Let me guess. Someone else passed by the gate. Someone other than the Steel Samurai.
Well, yes, I suppose you could put it that way.
Well, who would have fucking thought?
What the hell was that?
I see. Your testimony, please, for the 4th fucking time.
Yeah, this one's gonna be like perfect this time, trust me, guys. Every day after I finish my guard duties, I have one other important job to do. I go through the photos recorded on the security computer and check them.
Well, your
And then
job
I
was shutting
burn.
the fuck up.
And I burn all of them. I throw out any photos that are suspicious looking, you see. Come to think of it now, I remember throwing out one photo that day. Why would you do that?
Miss Oldbag, this is the first time I've heard him. Yes,
I've
what,
heard of
get
this.
back?
Well, of course, honey. I only just remembered it. Also, maybe you should go back to elementary school.
Right, anyway, Mr. Wright, please begin the cross-examination. Please end this one.
Well, I'd say this was a turn for the unexpected, but I kind of expected this.
I honestly didn't even remember you were here.
Me neither.
The other person. The other person.
Alright. Job.
Why are you
going through
fucking
the
looking
photos.
at me? Stop going through my dialogue. I'll kill you.
What was on it? Well, who in the heck was in that photo you erased?
Who in the heck? A fanboy.
Fanboy.
Steel Samurai fanboys. Real freaks, if you ask me. They get information about the rehearsals from gosh knows where. They're always hanging about. One was there that day.
No. Wait a second. Didn't you just say no one else could get in? I locked the main gate so no one could get in. Those were your words.
Well, if you must know, there's a drain that goes into the employee area.
Great.
The grate has been loose for a while. It leads outside, and well, that's where they come in.
They come in through the drain?
I told you they were
Disgusting.
freaks. Oh, and
And?
that's it. They're kids, children, whippersnappers.
All the more reason to kill them.
Oh my god,
Kids! So on the photo that you erased,
it was a boy. Probably 2nd or 3rd grade.
it's a boy.
It was a boy.
What?
I
God
said it was a boy.
damn it! Order! Order. Let me get this straight. You saw 2 people pass by the gate on their way to the studios that day. One was the Steel Samurai dragging his leg. The other was a boy who looked to be in about 2nd or 3rd grade.
Oh yes, well, we see his type there every day. Can't stop him, can't catch him.
A boy in 2nd or 3rd grade. I assume it would be hard, if not impossible, for a young boy to wield a samurai spear.
Impossible, I think. Quite heavy.
Right, as I said, I didn't pay him much mind. That's why I erased the data.
Nick, what's going on? I mean, the boy was there. That makes him a suspect.
Yeah, and they're already trying to unsuspect him. This court will take a 5-minute recess. I want the defense and the prosecution to consider this new information.
Yay, I love recess.
I do too. And don't forget any vital information this time.
I call the spot on the swings.
I call the first swing.
October 18th, 8:11 a.m. Just record. Defendant lobby number 2, 3, 5.
Damn. Mr. Powers.
Yes?
Tell me straight. Were you really in your dressing room? You didn't go to the studio?
Oh, I didn't go to the studio. I was sleeping, honest.
So, who was the Steel Samurai in that security photo?
It was me.
What?
How should I know? The Steel Samurai costume was off in the corner of the dressing room. Anyone could have walked in and taken it, really. They could have fucking stabbed me if they wanted, but
Like
they didn't.
me? What? You should take better care of that stuff.
You better watch your mouth.
I'm gonna fucking put my fist in your brain.
I couldn't imagine anyone would want to steal a Steel Samurai costume.
Yeah, that's right. Don't even
Steal a
give me a
Steel
comeback.
Samurai.
You don't even have a comeback because you're too scared.
I have a hairier chest than you.
Okay, and?
So, where does this leave me?
In hell. It doesn't look good.
Look at me.
You're the only likely suspect right now.
Nick,
Shut the fuck up.
what are we going to do?
Nothing. First, we play for more time. We'll start targeting someone else that could conceivably have done this.
Like this guy.
Right. And and it'll take them so long to shoot us down that we can get another day.
Right, but if we pick the wrong person, we might lose on the spot. You don't sound very optimistic.
That's okay, we're just gonna blame it on that guard over there.
I'm not optimistic at all, actually. You're kinda screwed.
Hey, Nick, it's time.
Okay, let's go.
What does that mean? Please don't sound like that.
I'll sign if I fucking want. Gold will now reconvene for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. And it looks like we're gonna have to reconvene in the next episode.
Of Ace Attorney.
So leave a like. If you guys could sub, that would be freaking awesome. And, yeah, we'll continue next time on Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. See you guys next time.